Right now, there are these two massive, kind of invisible wars being fought over the future of intelligence itself. One is this huge power struggle for who gets to control what an AI actually knows. And the other, well, that's the battle to protect all of us from that same AI. So in this explainer, we're going to break down both. So let's talk about that first battle. It's all about control. And I mean, it's not just about who can build the smartest AI, right? It goes deeper. It's about who gets to decide what that AI believes. We're talking about a fight for the very nature of truth in our digital world. And that whole battle for control, it leads us right into the second major conflict, security. I mean, think about it. As these AIs get smarter and smarter, how in the world do we protect ourselves? Is it even possible for our defenses to keep up with machines that can think light years faster than any human? Okay, so let's dive into that race for control first. You've got the big players, Google and OpenAI, who've been dominating the scene. But now, all of a sudden, they're facing a brand new challenger with a totally different playbook, Elon Musk's xAI. And trust me, this isn't just about business competition. It's a full-on war of philosophies. So why did Musk even create xAI? Well, his goal here isn't just to make another chatbot, not at all. He started this company because he really believes that AI development has become dangerously centralized. From his point of view, you've got just a handful of big corporations shaping what AI is allowed to know, and he argues they're putting speed and profit way ahead of safety and, well, truth. And this is where it gets really interesting because you can see these huge philosophical divides. You've got OpenAI, and they're all about safety first. They put up these strong guardrails, which basically means your results are going to be moderated and pretty predictable. Then there's Google. They're focused on massive scale and integrating their AI into absolutely everything, using their dominance in data. And then you have xAI. They're positioning themselves as the truth seeker, an AI that's built to actually challenge narratives, not just repeat them. So you gotta ask, how can a newcomer like xAI possibly hope to take on these giants? Well, it turns out Musk has two really unique strategic advantages that, frankly, no one else can even come close to matching. First up is the secret weapon, that massive, real-time fire hose of data from X, what used to be Twitter. See, while other AIs are training on these static, kind of polished datasets, xAI is learning from the messy, chaotic, live global conversation as it happens. And that gives it this incredible, unparalleled understanding of current events and what people are actually thinking. And the second big advantage? It's all about vertical integration. I mean, look at this. Musk is basically connecting all his companies into one giant AI ecosystem. You've got Tesla providing real-world robotics data. His Dojo supercomputer is supplying the insane processing power. X, of course, delivers the data and a distribution channel. And then there's Neuralink, aiming for that future human-AI interface. He's literally merging the digital and physical worlds here. So the really key thing to get here is that this incredibly practical business strategy is actually being driven by a super philosophical mission. Their stated goal is to understand the true nature of the universe. And that big, ambitious goal is what fuels their whole truth-seeking approach, and it's what really sets them miles apart from their more corporate-minded rivals. All right, so while these giants are battling it out for control, there's a whole other war escalating in the shadows. We're talking about the AI cybersecurity war. And this is a fight that's being waged machine versus machine. And let's be perfectly clear about this. On one side of the battlefield, AI has become the ultimate offensive weapon. I mean, it has literally handed cyber attackers a tool more powerful than anything they have ever had before. It's supercharging their ability to create chaos. So how are they using it? Well, attackers are now using AI to do things like automatically write malicious code, generate phishing emails that are so convincing they're almost impossible to spot, and even create deepfakes for really complex scams. The bottom line is, cybercrime is now faster, way smarter, and it's operating on a scale it's far beyond what any human could ever manage. But, and this is a big but, it is not a one-sided fight. Nope. On the other side of that line, the defenders are fighting fire with fire. They're taking that exact same artificial intelligence and turning it into the most powerful defensive shield the world has ever seen. See, defensive AI is a total game changer. Why? Because it doesn't just react to attacks, it actually predicts them. It can spot these tiny little anomalies in the system, things that would be completely invisible to a human eye, and use them to identify threats before they even strike. And then it automates the defense, basically putting AI on the digital front lines while the human experts get to focus on the overall strategy. And this brings us to a really critical realization. In this war, there's no finish line. There's no winner. AI just keeps escalating the game on both sides. It's a perpetual arms race where the attacks get more powerful and the defenses get more powerful, and it just keeps going forever. Okay, so what does all this mean for you, for us? Why should we even care about these really high-level battles? Well, because they're coming together to define way more than just technology. They are actively shaping your career and, honestly, the entire future of our society. You really have to see these two conflicts as two sides of the very same coin. The race for AI is a battle over control, truth, and how we're governed. The cyber war, that's a battle over risk, accountability, and stability. But when you put them together, they force us all to answer what might be the single most important question of our time. Who do we actually trust with intelligence itself? And this brings us to a very practical reality. As AI gets woven into every single workplace, understanding both its incredible potential and its very real risks, well, that's not a niche skill anymore. It's becoming essential. The most critical, most future-proof jobs are going to be for people who can work right at that intersection of AI development and cybersecurity. So that leaves us with this one final thought to chew on. As these two massive battles continue to rage, the ultimate winner isn't going to be the company that builds the smartest or the most powerful AI. No, it's going to be the one that builds the most secure, the most trusted, and the most responsibly guided intelligence. And the real question is, who is that going to be?